Assalamualaikum and very good evening to everyone. So today we're going to be present about the Samsung Electronic Co. Ltd. Samsung Electronic Co. Ltd been found by the Lee Byung-chul in 1963, and the name is based on the Korean word which is Samsung, means a 3-star, and the name was carried or found by the Lee Byung-chul vision for the company to shine, star like the sky, large and strong and eternally shining. The word 3 will represent large, plentiful and strong. The word star means bright, lofty and eternally shining. Samsung be found by the at South Korea in Samsung by the Lee Byung-chul in March 1st, 1938. Actually, the Samsung is not a company that been produced electronic on that time. Actually, Lee Byung-chul been selling a lot of trading noodles and other goods that been produced and we sell surround of the city of the China and its provinces. But in 1969, Lee Byung-chul was decided to selling electronic things, and the first thing that we produced by him is a black and white television over the 4 million units. First founder of the Samsung is Lee Byung-chul, has been died in 1987, and the business be continued by his first son, which is Lee Kyun-hee. In 2018, Lee Kyun-hee was founded indicated on the charges of the breach of the trust and tax evasion as a part of the schemes and resign of the Samsung chairman and be fined as 80 million and 3 years jail. Lee Kyun-hee, as a son of the Lee Byung-hee, been get pardoned and remain on the International Olympic Committee and lead of the International Committee and lead of the South Korea. So in March 2010, Samsung Group executive made Lee Kyun-hee been head of the Samsung Electronic and returned as a chairman. In 2014, he been suffered a heart attack and been passed away. So his son replaced his position, and the name of his son is Lee Jae-yong, which is the third generation that sustained a Samsung on that time. Plus, Samsung have a network over 74 countries and have more than 270,000 of the people employee inside of their organization. In 2019, Samsung was nominated as a second largest technology company by the revenue of the selling a lot of electronic things. In March 2018, until December 2021, they do have a 3 main CEO, which is Kim Nam, Hyun Suk and Dong Jin. Due to the discuss and reunite or recognize by nominate 2 new CEO chairmen since February 15, 2022 until the present, which is the new and the current CEO of the Samsung is Han Jong-hee. Samsung have come out with a lot of items or produce a lot of items that electronic things, and even they can sustain in this in the industry just because of their quality of the product. So this is the few parts or example of the product that have been produced by the Samsung, which is the first is a wind-free aircon, and then air purifier, smartphone, smartwatch, earbuds, cooking appliance, laundry machines, monitor which is a PC, and even refrigerator. So there is a few of logo being changed by them year by year. So I'm going to show the first logo that being corporate image as a Samsung. On 1938, this is the first image of the logo, and the second one is 1969 until 1979, and the third one is which is 1979 and to become 1993. So the 1993 until the current one, which is they're still using this blue Samsung background or image. Also, they have another one which is starting from 2015 until the current one. Samsung Electronic keep using these both types of logo to be their main logo for their industry. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
So I will be continue with performance of the company through investing in Malaysia. Moving on to the next slide. As you guys can see, this chart illustrates Samsung investment and job creation in Malaysia from 2010 until 2022. Samsung investment in Malaysia have steadily increased over the years, starting at $300 million in 2010 and reaching $1.5 billion by 2022. So the number of jobs created has also grown significantly from 2,000 jobs in 2010 to 14,000 jobs in 2022. So this data demonstrates Samsung's substantial and growing commitment to the Malaysian economy through both financial investments and employment opportunities. Moving on to the next performance that Samsung has gone through is related to manufacturing and employment. So, Samsung FDI Energy Malaysia Sdn Bhd has made substantial investment in manufacturing facilities, including the establishment of Malaysia's first electric vehicle (EV) battery cell manufacturing plant in Seremban. So this facility represents a cumulative investment of 7 billion ringgit and has created numerous job opportunities, boosting local employment. So the first phase started in 2011 with lithium ion cell manufacturing, generating 2.5 billion ringgit in annual exports and employing 2,500 Malaysians. So the second phase, completed recently, is expected to create an additional 1,300 jobs. So the next performance is Samsung has invested in R&D initiative within Malaysia, although specific details on this activity are less publicly documented. And the company's investment in advanced manufacturing technologies and EV battery production underscore its commitment to innovation and technological advancement in the region. So, moving on to the last slide, which is the last performance that I have found in Samsung company, is Samsung is actively involved in CSR initiative in Malaysia, focusing on education, environmental sustainability and community development. So these efforts have enhanced its reputation and strengthened relationships with local communities, and these are two examples of CSR activities that Samsung is involved in. So next I will pass to the next presenter.
Moving on for the next slide, which is the benefit of the FDI to the country, host country and also the parents country, which is the Malaysia and also South Korea, which is moving on to the next slide, which is for the benefit of the FDI to a host country. As we know, FDI or the foreign direct investment is an advantage for both the host and parents country. They also can help by the economic integration, innovation and sustained development for the investor and also the receiving country, which is the first one for the benefit of FDI to a host country, which is Malaysia. It is economic growth and the job creation. For the job creation, as we know, when Samsung opened a store in our country or they open their branch in Malaysia, they likely can help the citizen to give their opportunity to the citizen to get a job in their store by direct or indirect. They also can help them by provide a local supplier in their product before they launch. Maybe they can help the local to provide their a screen, a screw or something so on. As we know, Samsung are having a lot of products such as refrigerator, a phone, computer, tab and so on. Moving on to the next slide. As we can see over here, Samsung having the supporting employee with disabilities, and also they have the employee with the women sector, which is they provide to choose a diversity in their company. As we know, Malaysians have a lot of races, such as Malay, Chinese, and also Indian, so that they provide diversity in their company without regardless skin color, gender, and also the races as well. Moving on to the next slide. To the government revenue, so just like as the article 1, which is the Samsung makes the 1.5 billion investment to their EV battery in Malaysia, and also as we can see by the media article as well, which is Samsung invest 1.2 billion to Malaysia to help Malaysia invest in their company in their country. It also can help to government receive their revenue by Samsung pay the tax contributions to the Malaysia. As we all know, the Malaysia more largest the company is, so that the more highest ranking of the tax in Malaysia. The next one, moving on to the next slide, which is about the human capital and skill development, which is Samsung provide a lot of skill development to all the employee in the Malaysia as well, with their parents country. They provide such as you can see over here in the article, they have a lot of training they develop for them. As we can see, it also have the social performance to help the employee to always enhance their skill. The next slide is about the benefit of the FDI to a parent country, South Korea. As we know, the first one is the global expansion and the revenue. Moving on to the next slide for the global expansion and revenue. As we can see, they can multiply their company and compete with other company in a healthy way, such as they can compete with the iPhone, they can compete with the Huawei, Oppo, and others as more. As we can see over here, Samsung already have a lot of the global network, such as the Thailand, China, and others so on. As we can see over here, they also have the a lot of economic performance. Day by day, they always compete the performance regarding their product with the others brand. Next slide, which is the capital revenue. So as we know, they might receive a small amount of the revenue compared to the host country, which is Malaysia, but they still receive it. And as we can see over here, they do receive a lot of the revenue that they receive in the Korea, which is in the article of the South Korea exporter bring their overseas revenue home, and also in the Samsung financial also. As we can see, year by year they keep increasing their capital revenue in the Korea. So the next one, the next slide is about the global competitiveness. As we know, Samsung is the global having a global connection with a lot of countries, so that Samsung can help and compete with other brands such as the iPhone, Huawei, Oppo, and so on. So with their global competitiveness, they can gain insight and idea of the innovation from other brand to they put in their new concept of the branding and also their product. So that's all from me. I move on to the next person.
I would like to explain about the storyboard to visualize the scene of the flow of the documentary. First of all, I would like to explain about the benefits of the Samsung in economic sector. The first is job creation. Samsung established manufacturing plants, research labs, and corporate offices which directly create jobs. For instance, these factories require workers for assembly, management, and technical roles. The impact from the job creation is these jobs help local communities by reducing unemployment and increasing disposable income, which in turn stimulate local spending and economic activity. The second benefit will be the economic growth. Samsung invests heavily in local infrastructure such as roads, utilities, and technology. It also makes substantial capital expenditure in the region where it operates. For the example of the impact will be this investment boosts the local economy by generating business for the local suppliers, increasing the GDP area and contributing to overall economic development. And the last benefit, innovation and technology. As a leader in technology, Samsung develops advanced solutions from smart to semiconductor. It also invests in research and develop R&D to push the boundaries of technology. The drive technology advancement and set a new industry stance. It's encouraged the country to innovate and adopt new technology which benefits the entire sector and consumer. I would like to explain about the storyboard. The first panel is viewed that visualize that in the world of where technology drives our future, one name stands out, Samsung. Let's embark on a journey to explore how its tech giant the revolution industry worldwide and made a remarkable mark in Malaysia. The next visual will be the form of humble beginning in South Korea to be a global powerhouse. Samsung journey is a story of innovation and ambition. Let's rewind the clock and see how it all begins. Thirdly, dive into the art of Samsung operation in Malaysia. Discover how the company's strategic investment have shaped the local landscape and drive technological advancement. The fourth panel visualizes that Samsung footprint in Malaysia extends beyond business, from creating jobs to boosting local economics. See how it invests is making waves and transforming lives. While the fifth is explore the benefits of Samsung's foreign direct investment. For the South Korea, it's about global reach of an innovation. From Malaysia, it's for the growth and technology advancement. The sixth panel is visualizing what's next the Samsung in Malaysia. Join us. We look ahead and exciting new projects and innovations that promise to define the tech landscape. While the seventh is, as we wrap up our journey, let's reflect on Samsung's remarkable story in Malaysia. From good groundbreaking investment to impactful innovations, Samsung continue to shape the future. And last is, thank you for joining us. For the more insight into Samsung global impact and initiative, visit our website to stay connected.
As for the conclusion, our slide, the Samsung Unplugged, the global journey and impact of FDI in Malaysia, outlines Samsung's transformation from a local manufacturer of basic electronic to a global powerhouse, driven by strategic leadership and visionary investment. Additionally, the presentation underscored the the benefits to Samsung home country, South Korea, through global expansion, increased revenue, and enhanced competitiveness. This comprehensive overview illustrates the symbiotic relationship between Samsung strategic FDI and the economic and development gains for both Malaysia and South Korea. So that's all from us. Thank you.